I'd love to share with you about a particular project that was part of a team that worked with a district in San Diego. And like many district, all of us really in public education, we were very much derailed many of the things that we were working to try to achieve by COVID. But I will say this district kept the vision, they kept working hard, and they have made drastic gains. So here in California, we call a college preparatory course of study the A to G requirements. That's what is required to get into a Cal State or a UC. And they're very similar to pretty much what all the private schools would be as well. When we take a look at their data, they went from in 2018, I believe, their non-socioeconomically disadvantaged kids. So the kids that have financial resources at home were achieving college readiness for those A to G requirements at the same rate as the state's socioeconomically disadvantaged kids. So their resource kids were achieving at the same level as the state of California's overall socioeconomically disadvantaged kids.
So they're, in essence, wealthier students were achieving at the level of students who were in poverty.
Yes. And then the kids that were in poverty were well below where the rest of the state was in terms of that average. So just to give you some numbers, the non-socioeconomically disadvantaged kids, the wealthier kids, were performing at 41% in 2018. That's the college readiness rate. And the state was at 42% for socioeconomically disadvantaged kids.
Oh,
The disadvantaged kids in the district were at 34%, so well below the state average. They put in place this comprehensive system, we call it guidance alignment, and that district has moved through implementing that system from that 41% for their non-socioeconomically disadvantaged kids, so they're kids with more wealth at home, from 41 to 65, which is well above the state's average of 58% in 2024. And their kiddos who are socioeconomically disadvantaged have gone from 34% to 52%, which is well above the state's socioeconomically
wow.
disadvantaged rate. And they're closing on the state's non-SES rate. So that's incredible. And what that shows is more kids who without a system or without a very kind of basic system like Anabelia experience, without a set standard for all of the information and the guidance that kids would receive, when kids are provided with that information and guidance, they rise. And so they complete those college readiness requirements. And then it's really up to them to decide to make their own destiny. That's what we want for all of our kiddos when they leave high school, that they have control of their own destiny and they can move along any life path that appeals to them.